Hi everybody, it's me, Curry T, and in this video I want to talk about a question that I get asked all the time, which is, should I just stop trying to manifest my specific person? And this is a question that can't actually be answered by anyone else. It can't be answered by me, and it can't be answered by literally anyone on the internet, and it's going to be very much up to the way that you feel. And that's the thing, I think. Even if you personally were to say, right, I give up, I'm not going to manifest this person anymore, unless you're actually at the place in your life where you genuinely have had a change of heart and you actually want to move on and you actually want to just put all of this down for this person, the feelings that you have for this person are not really going to go away unless they have fundamentally changed. So you'll always actually be manifesting this person maybe in the background, even if you're not consciously doing loads of techniques and things like that. And I think for me, when I was on this journey, I remember asking myself the same question a lot of the time, because when the world and the 3D and the situation does not seem to be changing, and you're expelling a lot of energy doing techniques and visualizations and affirmations and all of the manifestation techniques that you see on videos across the internet about manifesting a specific person, it can be really exhausting, and you don't know if you feel deluded. I felt like I was deluded. Am I crazy? Is this really going to work? How do I know? How long is this going to go on for? Is this right for me? All of these things. And all of those questions nobody can answer. So it's a very personal choice to either keep doing those things or to stop. But what I would say is that you will know, your body will know as you go through this journey, and you will inevitably change the way that you do manifest things. So for me, on my journey, for example, I wasn't actually consciously manifesting. I didn't know I was manifesting for quite a long time. So it didn't really feel that exhausting because it was just something that was happening, kind of in the background. I had these feelings for this person that to me were unresolved. And until they were resolved, I was always going to be, in some way thinking about him, imagining scenarios and situations where we might cross paths and things like that. And I was manifesting without knowing that I was manifesting. But when I became aware of conscious manifestation and I went through that whole, year-long, maybe it was 2 years of really thinking about manifestation and really doing all the techniques that I could find on the internet and everything, that became more exhausting because I was really expelling a lot of energy, and I was doing it very much from a place of, if this person doesn't love me, then I'm not going to feel worthy. And that was really hard. That was really, really painful. And that's the thing that I needed to stop trying to do, to feel better as a result of this person loving me. And really what I needed to learn, and what I hope you guys are learning, is that in order to actually create the relationship that you want, you really have to become the love that you actually already are. And that sounds like a really big statement. And what the hell do you mean by that? Really, honestly, under our layers of our stuff that we've all accumulated over the years, we're not in this needy state of trying to get. We're not trying to get anything. We naturally just are love in our beingness, creating and manifesting the perfect things for us in our life all of the time. But it's our stuff and our stories and our narratives about love that make us look at the world and our specific person and relationships as something that is actually just a mirror of what we are feeling within ourselves. So when we learn to kind of let go of this stuff and actually create a foundation within ourselves of self-trust, of self-love, of self-compassion and grace for ourselves, where we actually feel much better, then we do naturally stop trying so hard to get that from someone else, which is definitely what I experienced and have experienced in my journey. But I don't think that it's actually possible for you to go, right, I'm just going to stop trying. I'm just going to stop trying, because it really depends where you are on the journey. And if you're actually in that space of just going, oh my God, I'm so exhausted with this and I don't know what to do, and will this ever happen, and maybe I should just give up, then probably you're still not in the space where you actually are feeling better enough to feel like you don't need this thing so much. And as a result of that, you will probably not give up trying And really, what I would suggest doing is, if you can shift your attention into moving on to this new phase of manifestation, where the things that you want and the desires that you have, that you've been given, that, you know, are really like divine, like desires that have been planted within you, you know, they've been given to you for a reason. There's a reason for all of this. All of those things, when you're in that state of your beingness and of your, you know, natural sense of love of who you really are, all of these things will naturally unfold, you know, in perfect timing without the tryingness, you know. But it's a very personal journey for everyone, and there's definitely nobody on the internet, and I certainly can't tell you just stop trying, because generally the people who say, oh, just stop trying, just give up, find someone else, don't really understand that the relationships that we're seeing in our life and the people that we're drawn to and that we're attracted to really are just a mirror of how we're feeling within ourselves. So inevitably we're going to experience something similar with the next person. So this is one of the things that made me actually think, no, I'm just gonna really work on myself with this mirror reflection of this person who I've specifically been given for whatever reason to show so much within me that's going on. You know, I thought, right, if I'm going to experience this with the next person, then I might as well work on myself with this person, whether they're with me now or not. I knew that the pain that I was feeling within myself was showing me that I had work to do on myself, and I was not going to give up on that. I certainly wasn't going to give up on my own evolution and my own healing. But I guess the thing was that my sort of manifestation techniques and the things that I was doing, like the constant affirmations and the constant, you know, everyday visualizations and things like that, that changed as my need and my self-love improved. So I hope that this can give you some insight and give you some grace for where you might be in your journey. Because if you're not there yet, if you're still feeling like, no, I need to manifest this person, I'm gonna do it, like, that's fine, and that is possible. That's where I was too, you know, that's where many people are on this journey. And it's just that shifting into that place of not needing it so much is a really powerful place to be, and will come through your determination to get to that place of liberation within yourself and the becoming of the person that you want to be. Really, everything that we have ever wanted in our life is a calling for us to become and evolve into the person that we would need to be in order to experience that thing. So we can't give up on that, and we can't stop, you know, trying. It's not that we need to try so hard, because actually we're always where we're meant to be. We're always evolving, we're always growing, we're always learning the lessons that we need to learn as and when we're supposed to learn them. And everywhere that you are is where you're meant to be in the journey. So really, there is absolutely no one on earth who can tell you to stop trying. In this video, I guess I'm trying to shift your perspective of what trying really means in this process, which is much more than you manifesting your specific person. Like with all manifestation, it's very much about becoming and evolving and unraveling the stuff that we've been given through the course of our lives and our traumas and our things that we've been through that have created the lenses that we're now seeing the world through, and especially relationships. And if you are someone who has been given this desire with a specific person, and you're someone who highly values relationships, that's where you're going to find your lessons. That's for you. And that's why this whole process of relationships might be more difficult for you than it might be for other people, because those other people might get their lessons and their growth and their evolution from something else that they desire, like a work related thing or a financial related thing. I did another video before which you guys really resonated with, which was called How to Let Go When You're Supposed to Persist. And I think what I was saying in essence of that video was basically, you know, when we stop doing all the trying things, it doesn't mean that the feeling and the desire goes away. You know, it's just that we are shifting into a new state of beingness where the things that we want can naturally unfold, and we don't actually let go until we have a fundamental shift within ourselves, a massive change of heart, where we have actually let go of the need and that desire. You know, which happens for some people, doesn't happen for other people. Whatever the case is right for you, you know. Everybody's journey is so unique. So I wouldn't worry about whether you stop trying or, you know, give up. You actually can't give up on these desires that are naturally given to you until you feel that natural shift. You may have experienced that before, where you've really, really wanted something and then you had an actual fundamental change of heart where you changed your mind. And until you got to that point, nothing was going to tell you to stop wanting that thing or desiring that thing. Only you could get there in your own timing. So absolutely no one can tell you when or if that will happen. I hope this video gave you some peace about where you are in your journey, and hopefully it made you see that there's no massive choice to be made here, and that you can trust your body and your mind will always know what to do in the perfect timing. And that even if this part of your journey where it looks like nothing is happening and the 3D is not changing and it feels really frustrating, even that is part of your journey leading you to an evolution and a change which will naturally occur in perfect timing. And you just have to allow everything, allow every part of your journey so that you can step into your beingness and that sense of love of the person that you are. When we actually do that, when we actually start to let go of that neediness, really that's when things start to happen. That's when manifestations really do start to actually unfold, when we stop trying so hard. That's the trusting and allowing that is so magic when it comes to manifestation. So if you would like some more guidance or some one-to-one support, then you can find all of my links about what I offer in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.